All right, welcome in to this edition of your Wildcats Softball 2025 as we take on the Unity Mustangs of Minden Unity. Minden, Ursa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Lorraine's in there?
I think, yeah, there's more than just those two towns, I'm sure. First pitch strike from Sophie Reneker. Western comes into this contest 4-3 on the year. Minden looking for their second win. They are 1-6 on the season.
Feels like it's been a while since we played.
Well, last Thursday.
It's a lifetime ago. These kids think it too with prom this weekend.
That's true. We'll see how well they recovered.
No scoreboard today, so we'll do our best to keep you guys updated, at least for us here.
It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on this batter.
That's why I've got my score sheet for when we're batting up in front of me.
There we
I had
go.
a feeling. Just got a piece of
Schaefer
that.
fouls that one off. Stay alive here in the top of the first. Getting our scoreboard updated here, no worries. Now we're set and rolling. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Bounces in there for ball number 2.
Thought that might have caught Rachel on the hand the way she reacted, but I think she's fine.
Here's a question I've always had, and it looms larger on a turf field, but pops straight up. Rachel makes play, gets out number 1.
It's right there on the edge of that turf too, where the turf becomes the dirt. I can't wait to hear this question that looms large whenever Tyler returns.
Yeah. Taking care of some kid duty here. Addison Spilker up.
Second hitter for the Lady Mustangs. Sophie's first pitch is fouled off over the first base, or off the first base dugout fence. Brooklyn will toss that one back into play. So I broke my pen.
That didn't take long.
Did not.
The first time you decide to keep your own stats, you've lost your paper.
You made it to the second batter.
Yeah, that's impressive. Another foul ball.
And quickly down 0-2.
So let's hear this question that looms large here.
Question that looms large. Okay, so you've got a ball that hits the dirt, and it hits the batter, right?
Okay.
That's still a hit by pitch. They take first base.
Yeah.
You have a ball that hits the dirt, batter swings, puts it in play. That's a fair ball.
Correct.
Why is it that if a ball hits the dirt, bounces up into the strike zone, it is not still a strike?
Well, I don't have an answer for that one.
In every other scenario.
He's been thinking about this all day.
He has all day.
Oh, I've been thinking about it for years.
Hit on a line,
Hard
but
hit.
White's there in center field to retire. That was Lauren didn't even throw it to cutoff. Caught it and threw it right back into Sophie. Ball hasn't touched the ground. Well, I guess it did bounce into Rachel that one time, but outside of that, ball's clean.
So there you go. That's my question. I want to know.
Maybe a viewer will chime in and help us out. Do I need to call upon Jim Erkey for an answer?
I bet he'd have one to give you.
He said talk good about him on the broadcast, so we'll certainly do that.
Ball 1 to Zanger. Ball 2 to Zanger. As Sophie looks to get out of this inning and
keep her no-hitter alive.
in
Two batters in.
straight sets, straight order. Take them down 1, 2, 3. And another pop-up. Rachel McMullen makes light work of that. And Sophie sits them down 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the first. We'll be back for the bottom half right after this.
Great Rivers Bank offers a totally free checking account without a monthly minimum balance and no service fees. Share the joy of free checking with friends and family, and when they open a new account, you both earn free gifts. You can refer your friends and family now at refergreatriversbank.com. Our current gift is an Everest Journey backpack. Great Rivers Bank will buy back unused checks and debit cards, up to $10 from previous accounts. For more information, visit our website at www.greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Whether you need just one load of rock for your driveway or many more for your farm or business, Lumley Trucking is the answer for all your rock hauling needs. Give Mark at Lumley Trucking a call at 217-473-4006.
All right, back here in the bottom of the first, we've got a little change in our lineup here. Allison Woods is going to be leading off tonight. Takes strike one from Spilker. Is there a K in there? I missed it. Spilker. And Allison down 0-2 on 2 pitches here from Spilker.
Those were 2 quick strikes.
Excuse me. Allison's got to protect here. Fouls it off down third base line.
You know, for being 1-6 on the year, Spilker throws the ball pretty decent. We'll have to see
Yeah.
how the
Must be
longevity is.
Must be young
I guess.
defensively would be my guess.
Yep. Or maybe can't score some runs.
That could,
I don't really know.
no run support for Spilker.
But she definitely throws the ball, okay?
She does. Not a traditional windup. And
Almost jumps on you the way she releases it.
well, it doesn't feel like she makes. I've only seen
4 pitches.
4 pitches, but
Let's get the conspiracies flowing, though. I agree.
1-2 to Allie. She looks to start us off with a base runner. And goes down swinging for out number 1 here in the first. Anthony, you remember Thursday, how many innings did we get the leadoff runner on against Camp Point? You remember? It was like 4 innings, 5 innings?
It was a bunch.
It was several innings that we had leadoff runner on almost every time. Brinley, healthy cut on pitch number 1, fouled straight back, almost takes out a fan. She gets out of the way just in time.
Oh, was it my grandma?
It
Up there, it probably was.
was.
In
Yeah.
the gray.
No, it was
No.
the lady in the red shirt, black jacket sitting right next to her. Strike 2 to Brinley.
Spilker really throwing some strikes so far.
Yep.
Yeah. Only, whatever, 7, 8 pitches. Only
1 ball to
one ball.
Allison. And ball number 2, just like that.
I think that's ball
1 to Brinley, ball 2 on
one. On the
her day.
on the inning, yeah.
I know. I thought about that. I should specify. And just, all we had to do was speak it into existence.
And it'd come true.
It's the announcer's curse, right?
I'd say so. Something like that. I haven't got a song reference in a while, so I'll go ahead and something like that, the Chainsmokers.
2-2. 3-2.
Bounces that one in.
Full count. And hard hit ball gets through the infield for a single for Brinley.
Western's first hit of the afternoon. Brings in McMullen, the catcher for the Lady Wildcats. Lineup's moved around a lot, but Rachel in the 3 and 4 hole has been a constant. Bounce that first pitch foul. I've got everything figured out here on my score sheet except SH on what that could be. Short-handed?
Where do you see SH?
Right over here next to the home run, triple, double. Rachel hits that one hard out to left field. They're going to hold Brinley at second, though, on Rachel's 1-out single to left.
Brings Brooklyn Stolte into the box. Couple runners on base, chance to get ahead in the scoring column early.
First pitch ball. Takes a pretty good pitch there for strike one. Evens the count at 1-1. Takes another one for a ball.
Pretty good take there.
That was
Didn't miss by much.
Rolls over on that one. That's the third. They're going to try to make a play at third.
and
Gotta
Missed-
say that
missed
Cassidy
the
did
call.
not get her foot on the bag there, but I thought she actually did.
I mean,
That
bump
works
up
out
against
for
it.
Western.
I thought Brinley did a good job of making it close, but I do think she was probably out.
Yeah.
But as it stands, bases loaded for Sophie. Swinging on the first pitch for a
Reese,
strike.
how are you scoring that one? Is that going to be a single or is that going to be an error?
That is going to be an error.
I would assume so.
And strike two to Reneker. I'll tell you, from the Mustang side, this would be a big out with bases loaded, one out here.
Good block there to keep that one in front.
One ball, two strike count to Reneker. And that is going to be high.
Brinley threw the brakes on there. Came right back off the backstop.
It did, right back to him.
2-2 count now. Bases are juiced. We're one ball away from the count being juiced. Take that up, and we are full. Nowhere to put her. McCoy on third, McMullen on second, Stolte on first. Can Sophie come through? She crushes what's going to be a ball off the wall out in left field. McCoy scores with these. McMullen scores. They're going to send Stolte, and she's going to score standing up two. A bases clearing 3 RBI double from Sophie Reneker to put the Wildcats up 3-0.
Good piece of hitting there from Sophie.
I thought she got all that one, and I thought it was going to leave the ballpark,
I
if I'm
did
being
too.
honest.
I didn't.
I only did because of the way he was talking. He got very excited.
Yeah, Sophie hit
All
that
right.
one hard. That's the hardest ball she's hit all year, without a doubt.
Very well hit ball.
And Western makes Unity pay a little bit for that error.
Emma Dixon down 0-2 now with still one out in the inning. Runner on second. And 3 pitches that sits down Dixon. Lauren White stepping into the box with 2 outs here in the first. Your Red Wildcats up 3-0. Good job by the catcher back there to keep Reneker at second. Ball 2. Sophie does advance on that wild pitch. Two 2-0 count on White.
What was that second pitch? Was that a ball?
Second pitch was a ball. That was a foul ball. And awkward. Nobody really knew.
What was happening?
Yeah. Umpire just held up the strike signal.
Evens the count at 2-2.
2-2 count here. And ball 3. at least the third full count we've seen this inning.
Love to bring White in here from, or would love to have White bring in Renaker here from third to really cap off the inning. She's going to do just that. That's going to get by the shortstop. A hard hit ball. And White will bring in Renaker.
Puts the Cats up 4-0.
And then enter. Edit home for enter.
White steals second easily after catcher drops the ball, but I mean, she made a good play on it, but White was well on her way.
Brings in Briley Westfall, who I think her last at bat, she hit a ball pretty far. All of a sudden, White's at third. It's the advantage of having her speed at the bottom of the lineup. Another wild pitch, and Weston's going to have a 5-0 lead. 2 errors so far this inning for the Lady Mustangs. Westfall takes that one up. 2-1 count. Takes a hack at that 2-1 pitch and comes up empty. 2-2.
It looked like a swing for the fences again. She says, I'll just try to go back-to-back here in at-bats between 2 games.
And I think last time was with 2 strikes, wasn't it?
I think it might have been.
Yeah.
Another full count.
I mean, that was a long time ago,
Yeah, it was.
as we've discussed, but I think it might have been.
Sure feels like it.
We're going to see a lot of each other this week.
I was thinking about that.
Maybe more than we want to.
And I
Riley
can't
works
wait.
herself into a walk and does not advance. I thought that might have been a just turn and go type situation.
Brings in Ava Fessler. She is the designated hitter for left fielder Alyssa Barr as she chases that first pitch upstairs.
I don't think she could hit it with a ladder. That was a high ball, Ava. And low on that one. White comes in. She scores easily. The ball gets past her, but a good backup by the first baseman, Voth. And that puts Briley Westfall on third, with Ava a chance to put us up 6-0 here in the first inning. She's got an even count at 1-1. See what she can do here.
Does that score as an error?
Yeah.
Since the run scored on it.
Yeah, it would either be a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Yeah.
Depends on who you want to give the error to.
That was definitely a wild pitch. No debate. Ava chops that one to
And
shortstop.
we got a
Shortstop's
slow
gonna
roller. She
just
gets
out
her
by a
at
step.
first. Woo.
Very close play.
Very close play. But that's how the first inning will end, with the Wildcats plating 5 runs on several hits. We'll be back with the top of the second.
I'm Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner at Ridgeline Sales Group LLC. Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? With over 100 years of combined managing broker experience, Ridgeline Sales Group has assembled a team that can help you with any of your real estate needs. From first-time homebuyers to seasoned farm investors, we represent buyers and sellers all across West Central Illinois, helping to make their real estate dreams come to life. Give us a call today at 217-285-5800 or jump on our website at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 217-222-7173 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, back at you, top of the second. Reneker still on the mound, comes in with ball 1 to first baseman Voth. Swinging at strike number 2, or strike number 1, second pitch.
I'm going to give a completely unfactual statement here, but I believe this
All right.
is Logan Voth's sister, who is a D2 baseball player at Northwoods University. She swings at that pitch and is down 1-2. Great baseball player, though. Really good basketball player, too. That could be it could be a cousin.
Could be. And strikes her out, looking for Sophie's first strikeout of the game.
It's a quick work out of Sophie.
3 pitches, 1 out.
And you'd love to see Sophie come out and respond with a 1-2-3 after the Western bats came alive in the bottom of the first.
Brings the Mustang catcher in. She shows bunt. Sophie throws it in the dirt, says, "You will not bunt this ball."
Like her foot maybe got caught coming forward there on the turf, the wonderful, beautiful turf field here. Good pitch out of Sophie.
Boy, there.
Low and below the knees and in on the hands.
Yeah, and they haven't laid off a low pitch yet.
Nope.
They're worried about what Tyler's thinking here. One might bounce up into the zone, so they're
Yeah, they're
They're
swinging
thinking.
at everything. Shows bunt again, pulls back.
Sophie's living low. Don't blame her.
It's worked out. 2 ball, 1 strike count to Campbell.
The wind's blowing hard to right field.
And does lay down the bunt. Briley's there, makes a good play, and gets the out at first.
A really nice play out of Briley charging. Knew she had time.
Yep.
Made a really nice throw to the covering Dixon.
Brings up Burwinkle. See
Good-
what she
good
can
last name. I like
do
that.
with her at bat. First at bat of the game with 2 outs here.
There's laying off a low pitch finally. Takes that one at the ankles. Takes a hack at that one though. I think it was a strike, but she came up empty. 1-1. Bounces another one into McMullen's mitt. Rachel threw that one back pretty hard. Might have been saying, "Quit bouncing these into me."
Yeah. Give me a good pitch. And just like that, strike 2 to Burwinkle. Not to be confused with Bullwinkle.
No.
I was actually thinking that. But
I was too.
Are you old enough to know Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I do
Wow.
actually. I don't know anything about it. I've just heard I've heard the reference of Bullwinkle.
I don't know anything about it. That makes
It just
sense.
makes me laugh. The
Yeah.
name Bullwinkle. Been on this earth for a long
Man.
24 years.
About a
2-out walk.
35-footer from Soph. Brings up Allison Murphy. 2 outs.
This is the 7-hole hitter. She's way behind on Sophie's first pitch.
Good pitch.
Don't blame her though. That was one of Sophie's harder thrown pitches of the day, the night, the evening. All in one. Shows bunt.
And they
Nope.
let it come back foul.
Probably the right decision out of Rachel. Another one of those where it had some mean tailspin on it.
Okay.
0-2 count to Murphy. Sophie in full control. She misses low.
Ooh.
And excellent throw down from
Yeah.
Rachel. I don't think Brooklyn was quite anticipating that throw.
Not at all. I would say you're correct.
Ooh,
Wow.
Pretty good pitch there. I think everybody
wanted that one.
but the umpire thought that Sophie got her second strikeout. And next pitch, she does.
That just delayed the inevitable.
That's right.
We're going to go to the bottom of the second here. Western up 5-0. They'll have the top of the lineup due up when we return.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Give Devin at Gully and Heckler Insurance a call today at 217-335-2817. Let us stand between you and loss. Liberty Tax Service of Quincy, Hannibal, Pittsfield, and Macomb are proud supporters of TA Productions. Give them a call today at 217-224-2300 or stop by any of their locations.
Yep, she went on that first attempt. Clearly, Brindley listens to our broadcast. She heard my comment the other day about swinging the bat and hitting themselves in the back. I stand by it. I would think it hurts. Woods wants that one foul.
0-2 count.
That was a
strikeout there in the first inning for Allison.
Woods is going to have to battle. I think she went down 0-2 in the first as well. It's out in front of that one. Just does not leave the batter's box. Throw down is a great one.
Wow, what
Gets
a
her
throw from
first.
Campbell.
Wow.
That was an excellent play by Campbell.
Allison took that one step back like she was anticipating that the catcher caught the ball, realized that she didn't, and that step proved to be important. What a throw. So Woods strikes out swinging for the second time today. Briggs and McQuay. She reached on a hard hit ball in between the second baseman and the second base bag. Takes ball one low. She came up with a nickname herself for her and Rachel if they both reach with extra base hits. I would love to bring that one out here.
Is this one that we can't say until they do it?
No, I've got my own one that I'm saving for an even specialer occasion.
Specialer occasion?
Specialer occasion. I make up
Oh.
words as I go.
What do you teach?
I let creative minds flourish. That's my goal every day that I show up.
That sounds about right.
As I comment on some essays that the kids have just written that's not a
Gotcha.
word.
Gotcha. Okay. As long as we're
I got
all-
in an argument about the word funner and it not being a word the other day. McClay in full control here, up 3-0. Takes that pitch low for ball four, her second time on base.
4-pitch walk for Brindley.
I think she had a lot more funner in her first at bat.
I don't know if I can do that.
Brings in McMullen. Takes that upstairs. Brindley's daring a throw down. Not going to get it. And Asher's kind of reacting the way I do every time I see Reagan.
Makes sense.
Mullen gets under that one, pops it to the center fielder. She's having some trouble with the sun, but is under it.
It's a good adjustment. You could tell she was really fighting the sun.
Looked like Rachel missed that one by about 10 feet. Not by a ton.
Not by a lot. I was worried about our camera getting hit there for a second. All right, 2 outs here in the second. Brindley going on the first pitch.
Catcher's got an arm on her.
Slides in safely to second. Puts a runner in scoring position for Brooklyn.
Oh, Tyler, I think I figured out what SH means. Steals home.
There you go.
Go with that.
And that ball's going to get down to right center field. That will score Brindley. And on the throwing error, Brooklyn with an excellent, and she's just going to keep running. They're still throwing it around. And she is going to go home.
She's under it,
And
though.
she got under the tag, and
That's a Little League home run.
Ends up
She's going to be winded for a week.
all the way around the bases.
Little League home run.
And unfortunately, that goes down with a
And give your scorekeeper some
single.
time here to get this one under control.
Goes down as a single with 3 errors on the score.
Soph with that
Also
3
goes down
RBI
as a run.
double there in the first inning.
Okay, so we've got who threw the first one, the right fielder? Or was that the center fielder?
I was.
Center fielder.
Was it center?
Yeah.
Okay, I was not for sure. I
So-
was watching Brenly, or I don't know, somebody. Brooklyn. Golly, I'm
So we've got an
drawing,
who made the
drawing
second?
blanks here.
Who made the second there? Was it a throwing? Was that it went straight to the third baseman, didn't it? And then the third baseman
Third
threw it
baseman
to-
threw it back to the second baseman.
and that's
We
when
missed it. Who threw it somewhere? I don't know.
Call
It was all over the
We're
place.
going to call it an E8 and an E5 that resulted in 2 runs.
There we go.
A single
like
with an
it.
E8 and an E5.
I like it.
That is 5 errors now for the Lady Stangs.
That is hit straight up.
Sophie with a foul ball straight back, but that's going to get out of play. She stays alive.
Two count.
Sophie takes ball 4, bringing Dixon into the box. What did she do last time up? Struck out. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Swinging on the first pitch, hit and run. Sophie slides in safely to second.
It's the first pitch strike to Dixon, right?
That was. Second pitch strike as well. And on that throwing error from the catcher, Sophie advances to third.
Good heads up running from Soph there.
It is. A lot of times girls, when they see that throw coming back in, they've already given up and they're, kind of
Yeah.
trotting back to the bag. And Dixon goes down swinging for the second time on the evening. But we plate 2 more, making the score 7-0 here going into the bottom of the second inning.
This broadcast powered by Tiger Hawk Technologies, empowering your business with reliable IT solutions.
Drake's Steak and Ale in Hannibal is the ultimate destination for steak lovers, serving the best tender, juicy fillets and hearty, savory ribeyes. Our talented chefs will prepare each entree to your liking. We offer an extensive menu and a full-service bar for your enjoyment. We also offer catering service for corporate events, weddings, or intimate gatherings. Come dine with us. Our hours are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 8, Friday, 11 to 9, and Saturday, 2 to 9.
All right, top of the third.
Morgan Arnsman.
Just want to make that known as right before break, I said bottom of the second. I'm all screwed up today.
Been a long day at work.
It has. It has. This should be their number 8 batter, right?
Yep.
So 8-9-1 up this inning. And Sophie in there with a strike on pitch number 2. Evens the count at 1-1.
They got 2-1 on the scoreboard. Do we want to argue?
Did I miss a pitch?
I think you did.
I may have. I don't know.
Tried to bunt at that one.
Thank you. I missed one.
Reese didn't wear his tap hat again
Some of us have worked a hard day in the school.
in the school. Can you actually work a hard day
And
inside the school?
Strike.
Yeah,
Three.
getting Romeo and Juliet set up. That is a hard day.
Oh,
Trying to.
1 out here in the 3rd. Amelie Bruning steps into the box, number 8, their right fielder on the day. Lefty.
Christ, I'm reading about an error right now, and it might take me the rest of the game. Holy moly.
2 balls, no
There's
strikes.
47 sub rules to it. It's so long the commenter couldn't even fit it in one.
And a foul ball from Bruning.
That's a play that Afton's got to make. It's a play you've got to make.
Only lefty in the lineup for either team today.
That's going to be me. That's going to be me. Ah, I just missed it.
So close. Came right up over the announcer's booth here.
Now I'm waiting to hear it back from Afton. That's one you got to make the play on.
Yeah.
well,
Even
considering Asher's grandma just held him out and hoped to block herself with him.
And strike 3 for Bruning. Out number 2 for the Wildcats here in the 3rd. Sophie has been making some light work of this. We've got the Sullivan auction replay on this strikeout from Reneker.
Top of the lineup now.
All right, second time through, we'll see what the Mustangs can do here. Schaefer steps in, quickly takes strike number 1 from Sophie Reneker. And ball 1. Okay.
Did not miss by much.
Looked pretty good. But we're off the beaten path a little bit here. We're not sitting directly behind the plate.
Play.
I'm home plate.
I kind of like that. That might be a new.
Home plate and umpire
I'm
together.
gonna add that to the vocab test next week.
Umplate.
Umplay.
Umplate. I'm telling you, I'm just off today, man.
No worry, we got a lot of correction abilities this
And
week.
ball hit to Brindley at short. Fielded cleanly, makes the throw over to Brooklyn for out number 3 here in the top half of this 3rd inning.
Central State Bank is a proud supporter of Western Wildcat Athletics. With locations in Kinderhook, Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Quincy, and Clayton, Central State Bank is central to your banking needs. Stop in or visit us online at csb123.com. Go Wildcats! Keep your car or light truck running at its best. Head for Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy. Nomad Services Incorporated is a full-service automotive repair shop specializing in automotive and light truck repair and service. Whether it's that check engine light, an electrical problem, steering, suspension, or climate control, give them a call today at 217-430-6170 or visit Nomad Services at 325 Vermont in Quincy.
All right, we've got Lauren White leading off the third inning here.
She's the 7-hole hitter.
And she lays a bunt down. Ooh, just gets foul. She was there by a mile if that ball stays in fair territory. But we're going to see the third baseman start inching in a little bit. She's playing about 6 feet in front of the bag already.
Lauren reached on an E6 her first time up. Hard hit ball to the shortstop.
She squares, pulls back, and takes ball one.
Wind's starting to whip.
As long as it doesn't nay-nay, I'll be good.
What if it does the stanky leg?
Well, there's your music reference for me. Squares again.
That was a foul ball. Oh,
And it was a foul ball.
It was a foul ball.
100% a foul ball.
And I think she was also out. Wow. Okay. Gonna be a nice little bunt single for Lauren.
Brings up Briley.
But nobody's contesting the call, so it will stand as a bunt single for Lauren. And ball gets away from Campbell. Lauren White heads towards second.
And then coach is kind of shaking his head in the dugout after.
Yeah.
Before that last pitch.
So runner in scoring position here for Briley Westfall with nobody out here in the third. 1 ball, no strike count. We got Lauren White there on second base. Takes ball 2. Delayed steal out of Lauren. And that throwing error, it will result in a run as Lauren manufactures one there. Good piece of base running by Lauren. Delayed steal to start and got them flustered. They throw the ball away and she advances on the throw. Hitters count here for Briley Westfall. 2-0. With the bases now empty. And we've got a ball through the infield for a base hit for Briley. Shortstop couldn't quite get there in time.
It's her second time on base today. Brings in the designated player, Ava Fessler. She grounded out the shortstop her first time up.
And takes ball 1, gets away from Campbell behind the plate, and Briley will advance to second. And just like that, another runner in scoring position for a Wildcat batter. See if Ava can take advantage.
Which thing do you like more, ducks on the pond or deer in the field?
Yeah, I mean, we always said ducks on the pond when I was playing ball, so that's
a city folk in you talking.
Yeah. You know, in Pike County, I expect nothing less than deer in the field. Ava fouls off that pitch over the visiting dugout. 2 ball, 1 strike count to Fessler. And that is over the head of the catcher. Briley advances to third.
Briley's had a fun little jog around the bases so far.
Yes.
After she roped a single to left center.
3-1.
Oh, good idea there.
And ball 4 to Ava. And she takes off for first and stays at first. We still have nobody out here in the third. Top of the lineup up in Allison Wood. She's still looking for her first hit on the day. I'm going to go on a limb and say Ava takes off first pitch. As Allie squares the bunt, pulls back, and takes ball 1. And pulls back 2. Riley scores on the wild pitch.
That's a ball Campbell's got to catch.
Okay, not a wild pitch, a pass ball.
I mean, hit her a glove.
I know, it did. It caught a lot of glove. 2 balls, no strikes to Allie Woods.
Nine.
And she pulls that back for a called strike.
See, when you have a piece of paper in front of you where you're acting like you're keeping score, everybody thinks you're important.
That was a called strike.
Strike 2 to Allie. 2-2 count.
2-2 now on Woods. I just had to correct you since you did that.
Lays off that
And
one.
full count.
Full count pitch to Woods. She takes it
And
upstairs.
she
for
takes a
ball
walk.
Brings in Brindley McQuay. She's reached twice and scored twice. First time on a single, second on a 4-pitch walk. Deer in the field for her.
Ducks on the pond.
Takes ball 1 outside. Trying to think of some other ones that I could throw out there, but I'm struggling. She hits a ground ball to short. Shortstop feels it deep in the hole, comes up firing across, gets the out at first. Woods is going to go
Good base running
second to
from
third on it.
Allison. She's going to get up on the throw and score standing up easily.
Gets it done.
And that is the first out of the inning. Puts Rachel McMullen in the box. She had a fly out to center and a double in the first. No, single, and took a walk in the first. Is that right? Sound right?
Why don't you ask Reese? She is 1 for 2.
Sorry, I'm sitting here counting
I know she's
things.
1 for 2.
She was 1 for 2. She singled to left and flew out the center.
Singled to left, okay. I knew she was on in the first. I couldn't remember if it was a walk or a hit.
I'm just trying to count how many airs they have right now. They're starting to mount up quickly.
Just put some tick marks on there.
Yeah, quite a few have been.
And a healthy cut from Rachel. Fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 2 strike count. To the UIS commit, Rachel McMullen.
Western's already put up 4 this inning. Have to get started again with nobody on.
And that ball might get all the way to center field. Nope. And a foul ball down the third base line. Another chance here for McMullen. And she didn't leave anything on the table there. Excellent play by the shortstop on that hard hit ball
I'll go ahead
to
and
get
say
McMullen out at first.
shortstop's not the place to hit the ball. Seems like she is a pretty solid fielder out there.
Well, yes. The last couple plays have been pretty well. Stolte in the box. And takes the ball 1 in the dirt.
Western up 11-0 here in the bottom of the third. Stolte ahead 2-0 in the count.
Catcher Campbell's making her pitcher work extra.
Takes that one inside and is up 3-0. Watches that one down Bainbridge Street. Three-one count, a hitter's count for Brooklyn. The pitch takes it for strike number 2, and we're full now. Stolte will look to start a 2-out rally for the Wildcats by getting on base here in this full count pitch. She's going to do just that.
Right at Erky.
Jim about took one in the mouth.
Yeah, good single for Brooke.
That is the third time Brooklyn has reached her second single.
Renneker's 1 for 1 on the day, the double in the first inning.
Really got the Wildcats started.
3-run double.
Ooh, she kind of jammed her ankle there.
Yeah, that did not look comfortable. Also looked like she may have left the base early. But hard to say.
First pitch to Renneker was a ball. Wildcats are really inflating the stolen base numbers today.
Yeah. And Brooklyn
Good catch.
slides into third.
Good catch back there for the shortstop.
Yeah, shortstop backing up makes the snag.
That was a ball.
That,
It's the old fake out ball.
yeah, I think it caught the umpire off guard. 3 balls, no strikes. With 2 outs here in the third to Sophie. She takes strike number 1. Beautiful day here. A little bit of a breeze. Strike 2 to Sophie. And an errant throw down to third, trying to pick off Brooklyn sleeping there.
Did you say errant throw? That's got to be the first one of the day.
Doesn't pan out and ends up plating Brooklyn for run number 12 of this contest.
Counts full to Sophie. Brooklyn started her own 2-out rally and scored during one at bat. Can Sophie do the same? Takes ball
Takes
four.
ball
low.
4.
Brings up Dixon. She's looking for her first hit on the afternoon.
Well, looks like
Might get a pinch hitter here.
well, either a pinch hitter or somebody new playing the field.
Maybe
if
a
we
pin-
don't re-enter them.
Maybe
It's
a
hard to say.
pinch runner for Sophie, our pitcher.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it looks like we've got
No, we got
helmet on Maya Shepard.
Maya Shepard coming to the plate to bat for Emma Dixon.
It'll be interesting to see if Emma comes back out and plays the field.
Yep.
And just give Maya
Kind of what I was wondering.
the pinch hit here. Oh, man.
Takes the first pitch strike.
Take strike 1. Healthy lead out of Renneker there at first base. Again, kind of baiting the catcher, maybe try to make a throw.
Takes strike 2 as well and falls behind 0-2. Been a busy third inning for the Lady Wildcats. They've played at 5 so far.
Sophie does go on that one and slides in
Nice
safely.
slide. Beautiful slide.
It was.
She started that slide about 10 feet from the bag.
Should have switched cameras and we'd have had a close-up view. And a long fly ball to left field. She's camped underneath it. Cannot make the catch. Sophie will round and score. Maya stops at second. Unfortunately, that will be an error versus a double for Maya, but nonetheless, she's standing on second base here in the bottom of this third inning. We have got Daly Coltis coming into the box. She is going to make her first appearance in this game. Scores 13-0 here in the third. Daly takes strike number 1, but on that passed ball, Maya Shepard advances to third. Almost feel like a broken record sometimes of
Yeah, you
saying
said
the
that.
same.
Yeah, said that a lot today.
Yeah.
Let's see if they try to throw down and pick her off on
Yeah.
third.
Oh, Campbell comes up with that catch. One and one count to Daly Coltis. Swings at ball or strike 2.
It
It was a ball.
It was a ball.
Yeah.
Just a little low.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And Daly goes down swinging, but the damage done as the Wildcats put up 6 more in the top of the or bottom of the third. We'll be back with you with who do we got up for them? Anybody know? I don't know. Somebody's batting for the Mustangs.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Tiger Hawk. From phone to email to covering your IT department, Tiger Hawk is here to fulfill Quincy's IT needs. In a digitally evolving world, your IT and security must be top of mind. Tiger Hawk is here to prioritize and manage these spaces for you. But don't take my word for it.
Tiger Hawk Technologies to me means our IT is taken care of and we have peace of mind sleeping at night. The one thing I love about Tiger Hawk is I can get a hold of somebody 24/7, 365 and get our problem solved immediately.
Are you interested in buying or selling real estate? Megan Wilson, your local agent with Hometown Real Estate and Pioneer Land Sales, can help. Call her today at 217-257-9401.
All right, back with you, top of the fourth. Got some defensive changes here. We've got Addison Barres coming in to play third base. Maya Shepard batted last inning. She's going to come in and play second. And we have got a hard hit ball to right field. Allison Woods tracking it down, makes the catch.
Great catch out of Allie out there. Right.
Excellent catch by Allison Woods.
And that was the pitcher Spilker, and she's trying to help herself.
It does crack me up that every time we make a play in the outfield, we never throw it to our cutoffs. We try to throw it straight back to the
all the way
pitcher.
back to the circle.
Yeah, that is something we've got to work on.
It cracks me up. It's funny. We all do it.
Nonetheless, a heck of a play by Allison
She
Woods.
had a lot
out
of
in
ground
right
to cover.
field.
She was
She
shaded
did.
to center field.
Brings up Savannah Zanger.
That's the sound of the police back there.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. That was
Anyway,
about the same pitch as the warm-up.
Anyway, we'll finish our defensive changes here. I got interrupted by that excellent play from Allison. Center field, we got Daly Coltis. She moves in to play center field, and Kara Puffenberger moves in to play left. So as many new faces as old faces in the current defensive scheme.
3-0 count here.
3-0.
Zanger.
And
That couldn't have been more down the middle.
comes in for strike number 1 on Zanger.
I think you were asking about score.
And ball 4 to Zanger. Voth into the box. See if she can put the Mustangs on the board here in the 4th inning. Squares to bunt, lays it down, but foul. No balls, 1 strike to.
Now you've seen Unity have a lot of trouble throwing it back to the pitcher. That's something that we do not have a problem with.
No.
That's a luxury of having a really good, reliable catcher.
And a pop-up short right field. Maya camps under it, gets it for the out. Good play by Maya. She really had to retreat there quite a ways, more so than what I thought when it initially left the bat.
Pretty far out there behind the bag, too.
We're going to have a pinch hit here. Maybe.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of players to choose from.
He's got one on the bench. It's going to be Murphy. She'll pinch hit for Tegan Campbell.
And Murphy is going to come in.
And I would assume Campbell gets re-entered as she is their catcher.
She is the catcher. Murphy seeing her first action of the day. She might try to put him on the board here. Ball 1, and we're going to get a throw down to first. Oh, wow.
Jim called it safe before the ball was even thrown. The ball was in the air.
Jim says, how dare you try this? She's safe.
He just wanted to give the pinch hitter a chance to hit.
Great throw and catch. I'll tell you what, she didn't get much of a lead that time. And strike 1 to Murphy. 2 balls, 1 strike count.
Not sure that swing was in the same zip code as the ball. Oh, golf sit.
Chopper to Sophie. She picks it up, and Murphy didn't even bother running.
That's what you were talking about earlier. Ball bounces off the.
Yeah.
I think that bounced straight off the.
You get quite a lot of bounce.
The theoretical plate. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Western in full control here, up 13-0. Briley Westfall spot due up.
Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment. Are you in the market for a new home but can't find what you want? A&D Builders has been designing and building custom homes since 2004. They are also your local installer for in-ground pools. Give them a call today at 217-440-5930 for all your building needs.
All right, here in the bottom of the 4th.
I'll get more when you start with all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right. Addison Barrai swinging at the first pitch. Shortstop can't quite make the play. Addie will reach on an error.
And she thought that ball was going to hit her down there first.
She did. We have had a pitching change on the Mustangs' part. Looks like the first baseman, Voth, she comes in to pitch. And some other players moved around. I don't have all the names.
Kara's going to bat for Ava Fessler.
Yep. I can't keep up with all these changes now.
Tell me about it. Scorebook's starting to look like Braille.
So Puffenberger into bat in place of Ava Fessler. Takes ball 1. Swings at ball 2. Campbell did not re-enter, at least at catcher.
I see Maddox in the
Strike 2.
dugout, and I can't make out who the other girl is.
Murphy's who pinch hit for.
She's at
I can
second.
see the M.
Murphy's at second, right?
I don't know. Unless somebody else just put a sweatshirt on.
Oh, that's true.
And strike 3 from Kara. And we've got Coach Motley walking up the line. I think we're going to have another change, and we will. Macy Otker stepping into the box to bat for
Allison Woods.
Allison Woods. So we have reached the top of the lineup again. And this might be the slowest pitcher they've seen this year. If I was Macy, I'd have my left foot on the front of the box line. Macy takes ball 1. Second pitch from Voth. Hammered down the left field line.
Macy
Foul.
was a mile out in front. Who is on the on-deck circle? That would be Paisley.
That's going to be Paisley.
Oh.
She'll bat for Brinley. Is that correct?
Yes.
Brinley was.
And strike 2 from Macy. She
About lost her helmet.
well out in front of it.
You're not kidding about the slowest pitcher this year. You've really got to sit back.
I mean,
She's moving up further in the box as the at-bat goes on.
and high from Voth. Even the count 2-2. As the Wildcats are well ahead, 13-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bounce in for ball 2. I was apparently wrong on the account before.
No, that could have been ball 3.
I thought it was ball 3.
Full count.
That
here.
is ball 3, yep.
Yeah.
I just looked at the scoreboard.
Sometimes I just got to trust my gut, you know. And hammered to left field. Macy moves Addison. She rounds third and doesn't score, but they make the throw, and Macy advances on that throw.
That was a hard hit ball for Macy.
Front of the box. Front of the box. Okay.
Thanks.
Took care of that for you.
So Macy gets her first high school RBI. No, she didn't. I forgot Addison didn't score.
No. But she got her
But
first
she got
hit.
her first high school varsity hit.
Yeah.
That brings Patterson into the box, also looking for her first hit.
And I told her front of the box, and she's, you
And
know,
she didn't listen.
2 foot back. That's
I bet,
close.
I bet if she'd have been at the front of the box there, she might have hit that ball.
Might have. There we
Yeah,
go.
She scooted up a little more.
Sometimes you
Kinda
just
like-
got to see a pitch.
Kind of like Reese said, every time the pitch comes in, they scoot up a little more.
Almost, yeah, I don't think they can believe how slow it is when they see it.
Very challenging keeping up on all the substitutions over here to get them,
I would
get them in the
imagine.
correct order so their
So-
banners pop up.
1-1 pitch to Patterson. She swings.
Just still out in front. Wildcats have 8 hits on the day, 13 runs.
13 runs on 8 hits.
9 errors on the Mustangs.
That is a close pitch to take for ball 2 there. Two and 2 pitch. And she strikes out looking.
And McMullen's going to bat for. They're not going to pinch hit for her, although I'm not sure if we got anybody left in there that needs to pinch hit.
I don't know if there's anybody left.
Charlie Hines steps
Yep,
on
that's
deck.
true.
She would have been one.
Oh, and Macy not watching. She is all the way at third base, but they don't try to make a
I'm
throw.
going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say if that throw would have went to second, we would have had 15 runs.
You think we would have scored 2
Yes.
on it?
I'm absolutely positive.
Based on the sheet you're looking at.
Yeah.
Ball 2 to Rachel.
6:39 on the East Coast. 3:39 on the West Coast.
Cubs play tonight, West Coast, against the Padres. I don't know if you saw it yesterday, Reese, but the Cubs won another series. I'm not sure the last one they've lost, but it's been a while.
Well, I mean, the Dodgers aren't very good, so you got to beat up on the bad teams.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If they were like the Cardinals playing juggernauts like the Phillies, then maybe I'd have some respect.
And a
4-pitch
4-pitch walk. And that brings Charlie into the box. Charlie Hines, chance to open this game wide open.
Is this our last bench player?
I believe it is.
I believe because Alyssa was used as the flex, so she's since they entered Kara the way they did and then ended the flex, I don't believe she can re-enter.
Charlie, better known in my
And
English
ball
class
1.
as Charles.
One ball, no strike to Charles. Make that 2.
Sophie's on deck thinking I'd love another chance with the bases loaded. Hit this next one about an extra 2 feet.
Charlie backs out, watches ball 3.
She decided that was a ball before it got
And she was
the
right.
full way.
And a 4-pitch walk to Charlie.
That's her first RBI.
Backstop camera just decided to quit on us.
Battery might be dead.
Could be. Go to the center field cam. As Reneker does get her second chance with the bases loaded.
Not yours, Soph, not yours.
Takes a very high strike 1.
I think our umpire's getting a little more generous here, which is understandable. Tell you what, though, Charlie got her first varsity RBI.
Yeah.
With that walk.
Is that the first freshman to record an RBI this year?
Well, Sophie got 3 in the first inning.
I
so-
forget about Sophie.
So I'm going to say no. Hard hit ball, and that's going to get down in fair territory. Sophie's going to round and go for 2. That's going to score 2 and keep Charlie there at third. So another 2 RBI double for Sophie. And that's the ball game.
Sophie's double ends it as Western's going to officially win 15-0. That second run doesn't count after the 15th run count. So that's a 1 RBI double single for Sophie, but gets the job done. And Western's going to get out of here a little earlier than maybe expected. They moved to 5-3 on the season. That's a all-around good effort out of the Lady Wildcats. The bats were there.
That's what you like to see.
Sophie threw well. I don't believe she gave up a hit. If she did, I'm not remembering it.
I don't.
No,
I don't think she did.
No hitter here.
Just an encouraging effort all around from the Lady Wildcats. They've got a big week. A really good Pittsfield team on Wednesday. Beardstown's always going to give you something on Thursday, and then of course another tough opponent in Liberty on Friday. Should be a fun week. This was a good way to start it off, though.
Good start to the week for sure.
All right, coming up next, we'll be here Wednesday night in Pittsfield, 4:30. And like you said, they're going to be tough. Emma Womble's pitching very well for them, and of course the Henry girls batting very well. Time to name the Barry Dental Care Player of the Game. Barry Dental Care is the answer to all your dental needs. From fillings to root canals or denture work, they have you taken care of. They also offer orthodontic work. Give them a call today at 217-335-2397 to schedule your appointment.
All right, Reese, what do you think?
Well, I think this is one of the easier decisions we've had all year. Sophie Reneker
Me
gets
too.
it done at the plate and on the mound. At the plate, she goes 2 for 2 with 5 RBIs, and then those other 2 plate appearances, those were walks. Very good day in the box for her. And then, of course, on the mound, no big deal. She went out there and threw a 4-inning no-hitter, struck out 4, gave up 2 walks. And something that really stood out to me, it looked like she had some solid defense behind her the whole 4 innings. A lot of balls were, I say a lot of balls were put in play. What would that be? 4?
There were several.
8 out of the 12 at-bats, balls were put in play. And
Yeah.
her fielders made plays behind her, and that's a good sign going forward. Like we said, it's a really big week. Really big week coming up. I'm sure we'll see Sophie in the mound at least one more time this week, and it's something for her to build off of. And what's been a little bit maybe more of an up and down year to start in the circle that she would have liked, but definitely encouraging going forward. I'm excited for the rest of the week.
Yeah, it'll be a tough one. All right, anything else, Tyler?
I'm good. Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, we're going to be back with you Wednesday night, 4:30 in Pittsfield. Join us then right here on tap.